exploring international hotspot and discussing current events in the East and West. Welcome to East-West Horizon. I'm Sylvia Tian. China is set to resume issuing all types of visas for foreigners, including tourism, port, and multiple visa exemption policies from March 15, 2023. This significant step marks the latest move in China's reopening of its borders and reintegrate with the global community. Between March 13 and 14, several Chinese embassies released the notice on further adjustment of visa and entry policies for foreigners to China, outlining various important relaxations concerning visa issuance and entry for foreigners. Key policy adjustments include resuming validity of multi-year, multi-entry visas issued before March 28, 2020, accepting applications for all visa types, including tourism and medical treatment, reinstating port visas in accordance with relevant laws and regulations, resuming visa exemption policies for Hainan, Shanghai cruise ships, visit to Guangdong from Hong Kong and Macau, and Asian tour groups to Guilin and Guangxi. These changes will be implemented starting midnight Beijing time on March 15, 2023. Previously, under the zero-COVID policy, China imposed strict travel restrictions since March 28, 2020, to prevent imported COVID-19 cases. However, after downgrading COVID-19 to a Class B infectious disease and removing centralized quarantine for inbound travelers, China began optimizing immigration policies on January 8, 2023. Consequently, China resumed issuing passports for mainland residents, ordinary visas, and residence permits for foreigners, and tourist visa exemptions for short-term travelers. However, visa applications for tourism and medical treatment remained suspended until this latest policy adjustment. This change allows foreigners to travel to China more conveniently for various purposes. Although not all Chinese embassies have published the notice yet, several of them, including the embassies in the Bahamas, Canada, Czech Republic, Dubai, France, Kuwait, Luxembourg, Malta, New Zealand, Panama, Thailand, and US, and United Arab Emirates. Other embassies are expected to release the notice soon. Bloomberg has called this development a significant step for China to rejoin the world, while the South China Morning Post sees it as part of a broader push to shed pandemic controls that have hampered the country's economic growth. China will also resume visa-free entry for Hainan Island, cruise ships stopping in Shanghai, and visits to Guangzhou from Hong Kong and Macau, according to the Chinese embassies in the US. New Premier Li Qiang has called for increased efforts to meet a 5% growth target for the year at a recent national legislature meeting. Inbound and outbound trips have also increased, with 115.7 million trips made in 2022, although still less than a fifth of pre-pandemic levels. The number of international flights is expected to reach 50 to 60% of pre-pandemic levels in 2023 and exceed that mark in 2024. Additionally, authorities have eased COVID test requirement for travelers from selected countries, including New Zealand, Russia, and Malaysia. Air passengers now only need to provide negative rapid antigen test results before boarding flights to China, and airlines are no longer required to check test results before boarding. Well, that is all for today. I'll see you next time.